And welcome to another Justice video. This week's video is going to be a little different and a little bit personal. We thought it was time to start an open conversation about mental health on our channel. In our band's music, we like to talk about a lot of things involving mental health and other issues that might be sometimes difficult to talk about.
I think all of us have our own struggles with different things, including mental health, and we really like to show it in our music and really show people they're not alone and try to take apart the stigma of talking about mental health. And that's why we're making this video to start the conversation.
So to give you all some background, when we were all about 16 years old, our best friend and bandmate committed suicide. And as you might guess, losing a friend at such a young age can really take a toll on someone's mental health and their ability to deal with their thoughts and feelings. So luckily, we are all blessed to have this band and have each other. Not only do we have a group of friends here that we can confide in and be honest with, but we also can express emotions like anger and frustration and confusion in our music in ways that we can't really do in words. And even though most of the time we do have each other, there are those times where we are alone with our thoughts and feelings, and that's when we really had to find that inner strength and hope that things will get better in the future. In my opinion, hope is a huge part of this. You have to believe that if you put in the work and you can be brave enough, that you will get through it and that there is something worth it at the end of the road.
And if you ever do feel like you're truly alone and you're going to lose against your inner thoughts, then there are hotlines available. We'll throw one on the screen right now for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline.
And I know it may be a little nerve-wracking when you're feeling super low and down, calling a number that you have no idea who's on the other line and what's gonna happen, but sometimes that can be extremely therapeutic to just let it all out to someone who doesn't know your name, doesn't know who you are.
And it also really helps that all of these people on the other end of the line are trained professionals in dealing with these issues.
Exactly.
In the future, they actually just announced that they're going to be changing the hotline number to a 3-digit code like 911. It's going to be a 988, but I don't think that's rolled out yet.
And on kind of a side note, I also just want it to be clear that there is no mental issue that is too big or small. There's lots of things that can trigger a mental downward spiral, and that's why it's really important to surround yourself with people that are willing to talk about those things and be open with you.
And you know, just like what Aidan said, no issue is really too small. We all have our own struggles. We all go through stuff that we don't want to talk about, or we just feel way too alone, like no one would understand. You just feel like screaming for help but no one can hear you. It could be the littlest things, like in your humor, honestly. Like, it can be a way to cover up what you feel inside. Showing a smile, but it's not always perfect behind the smile, you know?
Yeah, like that's why I think it's important to have like an artistic outlet so you can filter those thoughts and feelings through something healthy.
Just know that you're not alone, and there are people who are willing to help.
We're all in this together. You don't have to do it alone.
And if you ever need someone to reach out to, but you aren't comfortable reaching out to the hotline, you can always reach out to us on Facebook at JustisBand or on Twitter at InJusticeWeStand.
We're always willing to respond to a message and open up to our hearts to anyone that needs it.
And on that note,
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're digging the content. I hope everyone out there has an excellent week, and until next time,
we will catch you on the flip.